all the way to the 8,000 RPM red line. It certainly sounds good when extended, bassier than the 458 and somehow angrier, but it can't quite match the animalistic wail its predecessor reserved for the last stretch of its 1000 RPM higher rev band. Strangely, the only time your ears detect evidence of turbocharging the faint fluttering of the wastegate is with the roof up, not down. This is a niggle, but the only real one. For the most part, the new turbocharged engine is exceptional. We spent most of our day trying to catch it out of sorts, to detect evidence of lag. There might be some, but it's well below standard human calibration, like looking for a needle in a fast-moving haystack. Within fractions of a second of thinking you can detect it, and only with the deliberate combination of low engine speed and a big throttle opening it's gone. When it matters, with the engine on song, throttle response feels stiletto sharp. The extra torque also dramatically improves real-world drivability, the sort that most Spider owners are going to be looking for. The engine delivers its peak power from 6,000 to 8,000 RPM, although you don't need to always be skimming the limiter to be experiencing the best of it. While torque is limited in lower gears, the depth of the new powerplant's lungs is never in doubt, and the V8 pulls strongly at engine speeds that would have left the 458 gasping for breath. The flip side is that the fuel cut-off arrives sooner, although not before you're expecting it, not least of all because the shift lights on the top of the steering wheel progressively illuminate as it gets closer. The shift time for the dual-clutch automatic transmission is claimed to be 30% quicker going up the ratios and 40% faster going down, yet with no loss of refinement. The really clever thing about the 488's battery of dynamic assistance systems is that you rarely notice them. With the Manettino mode switch in sport, the gentlest setting other than wet, you can feel the stability system gently reining in excessive enthusiasm. Yet if you switch to race and drive with a similar level of commitment, the intervention threshold rises enough to effectively disappear, but without any of the adrenaline-spiking scariness you might expect from a turbocharged Ferrari with 50% more horsepower than the iconic F40. There's huge grip, deadly accuracy, and if you push enough electronically dosed rear-end slip to make you feel like a minor driving deity. Ferrari is often accused of arrogance, but the 488 Spider pretty much disproves the charge, certainly when it comes to product development, and Maranello doesn't rest on its vast stack of laurels anymore. The Spider could have been softer than the GTB, flabbier, slower, and less focused. Few of its boulevard cruising buyers would have minded, or even noticed. It doesn't sound quite as good as the 458 Spider in extremis, but in every other regard it's a better car. The 488 GTB is a remarkable feat of engineering, but the 400